Hey guys, well, I wanted to make a different video. Well, something that I've seen recently, but first to make known to just start it off, I got it fixed, as you can tell. That it gave me a hole here anymore. Got filling and all, so yeah. That was fun this morning. Then I had to take my buddy about an hour away. But hey, he gave me a couple bucks for it, so pretty much I was Uber today. But anyways, besides all that, I wanted to answer a question that I've seen all over the place. Not to me, but to a series that I'm very fond of, and I'm a fairly huge fan of. But yeah, they're coming out with Warriors of Virtue 4 now. I believe it is coming out. I'm pretty sure it was. For some reason I'm thinking 5 as well, but I don't know. But the big thing I saw, the big question I kept seeing everywhere is, why is it a big deciding factor for getting those games, the Dynasty Warriors, Samurai Warriors, any of those games with CAW, Create a Warrior? And I'm kind of one of those people, kind of, because I do appreciate the games. I like the Hyrule Warriors Legends, I like that. I like the Fist of North Star Ken's Rage. I'm still waiting on an answer for that. Because it would be awesome if they did re-release that on PS4. I don't even care if they just ported it. I don't even care. But still, anyways, I'm just gonna well, I shouldn't even really digress from that, but I'll just move away from it. But yeah, the big main point is, with Create a Warrior, in all those games and all, why should we make it why do people make it such a big factor in it? Or make that like the deciding factor, as the proper question was, but you know, I'm just putting it as a main factor, a big factor, not really a main or all, but I'm just gonna try and put it towards the point there. Pretty much, you want to put yourself in a game, because in real life, you couldn't be the ruler of a nation. Be that honest. Okay, but you know, when you put yourself in like a game, you could be anything you want. And that's like the big thing people want. That's the big thing. That's a big draw thing for me in games too. You know, I like putting myself in games like, oh hey, I'm never gonna be able to fly or teleport or anything, so I'll create someone who, you know, pretty much resembles me or is me, or I would portray myself in this world. You know? And that's why it's such a big factor in even Warriors games, because in Warriors games, pretty much you're like a god amongst men. Whatever character you choose, you beef them up, they level up, they get stronger, and pretty much you know, in the Samurai Wars, you get swarms and swarms of enemies, and you could destroy tens of them. I wouldn't say hundreds, but I'd say tens of them in one swing. In real life, we could not do that. And I know a lot of people say, oh, but you know, and yeah, all this stuff and da 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 da. You know, that's why the characters are there, but it's not you. I mean, sure, it's someone who you could probably relate to, or someone you can actually, you know, picture yourself as, but it's not you, you know? Because, you know, when you create a character, you put a piece of yourself into it. Just look at a big thing, Elder Scrolls Online. You even Elder Scrolls in general, you put yourself into creating the character. Even if it isn't you or a character you create, you still put a piece of you into it. You put your personality into it. You know? Like, even if you make one of your favorite, I don't know, I'm just going to throw an example out there, Shrek. I don't know, that's the first thing that came to mind. But still, you can make Shrek, you know? per se in a game. I mean, heck, there you go, right there, Elder Scrolls. You can make Shrek. You still pour yourself into, actually making that, because you're trying to put all the, picture. Oh, you do all the scalings and all that, and that's really taking a lot of time and pretty much taking your energy, pretty much yourself into it. Whereas, when you have the characters, they're just there. They're just blank slates that are just there. Not really blank slates, but, you'd hope that, unless, you know your stuff, it's someone you can relate to and be like, okay, I can picture myself as this person, or I can get behind whatever he believes. But then when you actually get down into it, like with Samurai Warriors 4, they have a whole mode dedicated to your created character, and you choose everything that happens. That's you. You want to be able to do that. I mean, sure, if you had a different character and you put another character in as that, it would be you, but in another sense. But still, it's like the whole thing. It's just a way of getting with the game on a more personal level, rather than, oh, here's a set bunch of characters, here's their personality traits, da-da-da-da-da. Who do you feel most connected to? It's more like, okay, so now I made a character, they look like me, they would symbolize me in the game. It's pretty much, like I said, a blank slate, and it's like, okay, so I can pretty much make them how I want, who I am, or something, or, like, put, based on reactions and stuff, like, how would I react to this, instead of, okay, having to go into whatever character was already pre-made for it, it'll be, okay, based on his personality, he would do this. But, if you made a character, and you poured yourself into it, you could say, how would I react to it, or, since I made this character, how would I like this character to react to this? It's all in the made point of view. And that's the reason why, because I still personally say Dynasty Warriors 4 was the best one. Sorry, not really sorry, but yeah, I'd say that was the best one and my favorite one. And pretty sure if they actually redid that, not redid, but remastered it, I'd definitely get it. I'm not even gonna lie. Because, I like being able to create everything into it. You create your character, you create, your bodyguards or squad or whatever. And all. And you can just play the game as it, level them up, and bam, you're good. So, yeah. But that's how I see why people make it a deciding factor. Because, like I said, 4 was the best one and my favorite one in my opinion. So, seeing how that was, like I said, that part of me wants to see them actually take that and advance it, Sort of like Samurai Warriors did in 4, where they actually made a dedicated whole mode to it. And it was pretty good. I really enjoyed that. So yeah, I'd like to see something like that, or maybe even more advanced. They have the Empire series, which they're pretty good. I think there's one or two of them I didn't like, but, maybe if I play them again, I'll give them a second chance. I don't know, it's been a while, so, because, I have, right here, I'll even show you, because I have, if I can actually grab the box, Samurai Warriors 4 Empires. Yep. I'm still trying to get the original Samurai Warriors 4. Time I needed money, had to trade in a bunch of games, so yeah. I figured I'd never play it again, and yet look at me now. Such is life. But anyways, that's my opinion on pretty much why people like to make, character creation, create a warrior, create a character, or even with, going on that note, that just reminded me of another thing I meant to make a video on. I'll just match it in with this one, so it's the same thing. with SmackDown vs. Raw, or WWE 2K, whatever it is now. Gotta go back to SmackDown vs. Raw, no offense, but yeah. Anyways, because 2005 was the best gameplay and story mode, to be dead on. Well, not, yeah, I kind of really go towards this gameplay too. It's easier to maneuver and all with. But the story was great with it, so yeah. Regardless, I do like WWE 13. I believe it was in 14 too. No, I believe it stopped in 13. But yeah, big thing for it with me with the WWE games. I mean, I still have them. The only one I refuse to ever touch again is 15. Not gonna lie, that one was horrible. But yeah, I have 16, 17, and 18. 19 will be out soon, so. But yeah, they gotta bring back Create a Story. That's like the big thing. That's the big thing I've been looking for in all these, in the 2K series, but none of them are really done. I think 13 did. I know I have that. Yeah. Yeah, it's just WWE. And then it went to 2K. Why? But still, whatever. You know, once it went to 2K, it just kind of went boom, downhill, and now it's just trying to inch up back to where it was. But yeah, Create a Story was like a big thing. I loved that. They definitely have to bring that back. And, like I said, another question was, why do people matter about the Create a Story? Because it was awesome, dude. You could make a whole storyline out of whatever you wanted. Ooh, it's the load times and this and that. It's like, well, with me, I'm a patient person. I don't know. I know in this time span, I can't even really say with the new generation, but this time span, patience is nowhere near anything where I was a kid, you know? When I was a kid, you know, we had the phone dial-up and all that stuff. We had to wait, you know. Oh, I had to make a phone call. Okay, I'll wait. I'll go do something while you call your friend or whatever, mom or dad, you know? Okay, I'll just jump in the shower or do something else. You know? Now it's, heck, the main thing is on the road. There's no freaking patience anymore. It just annoys me. It's always the big cars, too. I noticed that. It's mostly trucks. Yeah. Don't mean to call anybody out or put them on blast, but sheesh, you people gotta start learning how to be patient. It's you people, man. You freaking people. But yeah. Anyways, I'll just move along from that. But yeah, Create a Story, it was so fun. I was able to put my characters in. I was able to do, you know, make a story how I wanted it. I mean, it was awesome. You can create any character, make a whole wrestling story, you know? I mean, heck, there's a series I still try to keep up with to this day that's not really relevant, not really there, but, you know, I do glance at them time and time again. It was No DQ CAW. Back in the day when we had WrestleMania XIX or 19, and they actually were doing this whole story mode thing with it. And they did a great job. I loved it back in the day because I'm like, oh, I gotta make characters like that. How did they make those characters? But yeah, they made whole stories and stuff in it, and it was just WWE. It's just WrestleMania 19. I mean, imagine when, you know, WWE 13 did their own thing. You know, you wouldn't even have to go through all that. Start up a whole fresh match, get the scene from that. You could just make the scene right on it, and then bam, just record it all the way through. Just record the whole story. You know, you probably have to, you know, do something about not really the copyright the musics and all that. Use music and Titanatrons, but still. You know, I want to, you know, I miss being able to do that. That's why I still, like I said, I still play those games around this day, every now and then, just to create a story. Like I said, unlike a lot of people, apparently, I got the patience. You know, I can wait those long load times, which is only maybe a minute or two at max. It's like, sheesh, just walk off, use the restroom and come back, wait for it. But yeah, to answer that question is, why people want it back so bad? Because it was fun. Make your own story. You don't have to go through that, oh my WWE thing, and, hope that, ooh, you did the right association and stuff. You could just go bam, 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 You don't have to worry about anything. You could be like, oh, we can script this to do this, we can script that to do that. If this happens, if that happens, bam, 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 Don't gotta worry about it. Now it's just, I hope, I hope this guy isn't too weak to beat this guy or whatever. Or I hope that whoever comes in to help me, you can script it, That's the whole thing. So yeah, those are my questions to those are my answers to those two big questions on my two, not most favorite series, the WWE and the Dynasty Warriors. Are pretty much Koei Tecmo. I'll just say that, Koei Tecmo, pretty much games. That's their big thing, I guess. Well, one of their big things. I know they have others, but not really known. Well, known to me at least. But yeah, like I said, on that note, yeah, I guess I'll get to getting. I'm gonna play my game here. Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with my, actually, based on my recent experience with it, I probably inched it up to $45-50 for that one, because they have a lot of stuff on the side. These mini games are fun though. They really did good. Well, at least one of them is. But yeah, 45, 50 at most. So yeah, and that's just based on 2 mini games. So anyways, you all have a great evening. Hopefully with this video you can understand, or at least get a point of view from a person who's big into RPGs and such, so as to why people want that with the create a warrior and create a story. So anyways, you all have a great night. Look forward to hanging out with you guys again. Later.